I want to talk to you about how you are living in the guinea pig generation. What do I mean by that? So, if you're nearing retirement or recently retired, we're generally talking about the baby boomer generation here. If you're in that generation that's retiring right around this time, you are being asked to do something that nobody has ever been asked to do before. You see, one generation ago, your parents, they had a very different experience because they went to school, and when they got out of school, they got a job. And they stayed at that same job their whole lives, right? Maybe 40 years. And when they retired, the first week that they were home, they're sitting there on their sofa, and the mailman pulls up to their mailbox and drops off a pension check. Now, this pension check was guaranteed by the company to pay as long as you are alive. So one generation ago, people that were retiring, they had a Social Security check, they had their pension check, and they lived their lives. They knew exactly what parameters by which they could live their retirement, financially speaking. Now here you are, right? Now you're retiring. Whole different situation. The old school traditional pension plans, they don't really exist anymore. Now you're being asked to do something totally different. You're being asked to say, okay, so I have these stocks and bonds and mutual funds and IRAs and 401ks and investment accounts. I have all this stuff. I don't really understand it. I don't really even trust it. And I have to rely on it to produce enough money so that I can live for the rest of my life. That's scary. Human beings aren't good at that. Human beings are good at getting a guaranteed pension check each month. It's a much easier way to live. So I empathize with you. I feel sorry for you, to be honest, because you're being put into a very difficult situation. You're being asked to take all these various pieces of the puzzle, all these various investment instruments, and turn them into a life. And it's hard. It's difficult for a lot of reasons. One of the big reasons is all of the noise in the media. Everything you hear on radio and TV and read on the internet, it's very difficult to get sidetracked because unfortunately in the media, there's a lot of fringe opinions, right? These outlying opinions where they're telling you things that you've never heard before, or they're saying things to you that sound really scary. You're put in a really difficult situation. So I hope through these videos, through my articles, through my upcoming book, through my radio program, it allows you to be re-educated, to get the real information, to get the whole story. Because it's going to show you that even though you're a guinea pig, and even though you're in a situation that people haven't had to deal with in the past, things aren't nearly as bad as they seem. Like I said, you're only getting half the story. And with a little bit of planning and a little bit of investing, you can actually live a very predictable and wonderful retirement.